welcome back. We are now at the gold medal game, the main event of the tournament coming up here between Team Blue and Team Black. Zach Stewart on the call with you for this tournament. It's the gold medal game. Winner of this wins the tournament. Bronze just took place where red team beat the gray team by a score of 8-4 to win third place, and the bronze, if you want to refer to it as that. But here tonight for the trophy, which you can see displayed at the penalty box, winner of this wins that. Black and blue going to go head to head in this game coming up. This tournament is brought to you by Iron Ghost Construction, recognized as the top contractor in multiple industries such as oil and gas, forestry and agriculture, from building turnkey production facilities that produce canola oil, biodiesel, condensate, and oil, to keeping up with the industry changes in forestry where new technology and equipment are replacing that of the past. Iron Ghost specializes in the main structures with a large employment of iron workers, crane operators, and millwrights. Iron Ghost has successfully completed projects in BC, Alberta, and Saskatchewan. Both teams getting their final warm-ups in before this gold medal game gets underway here between Team Black and Team Blue. Give some more shout-outs and thank yous for this tournament, though. Also to Up My Hockey with Jason Podolane, the hockey podcast about reaching your potential. Visit upmyhockey.com for information on mindset training for hockey players. Grow your mindset, grow your game. Also to Nature's Fair Markets. If it's good for you, we've got it. They have provided dressing room snacks for all the teams, all the players. Cliff bars, bananas, apples, everything to keep them energized and ready to go throughout this tournament. Taking a look at the rosters here before we get this final game started. So looking at the roster here for Team Black, it is going to be Owen Besserer, Kieran Rattray, Bryson Frank, Nathan Sluggett, Connor Steele, and Brony Binab. Those are the defensemen. The forwards, Benjamin Tyson, Ben Brockhouse, Owen Hunger, Harrison Sharman, Dexter Lebrec, Beckham Getz, Bentley Gillis, Luca Allegretto, and Austin Aiden. In net, Braden Allen and James McRae. For Team Blue, Tyler Restinick, Bryson Parker, Kinley Sisson, Karsten Patrick, Carson Wright, James Hopkins, Tristan Levesque-Mera, Theodore Kim, Kane Corkle, Jason Thompson, Declan McCrimmon, Gareth Dykins, Austin Schultz, Hudson Diceroff, and Cole Mitchell. Those are the rosters for each team. And goalies for Team Black as well, Tyson Oak and Nicholas Buttle. Final warm-ups and collection of the pucks about to get underway to get this gold medal game started and underway.
The voting hockey fans would like to enjoy the gold medal game of UMH-68. The gold medal game features Team Blue taking on Team Black. Before we get to the score, we want to make sure all of our fans are awake. We have a Team Black fan.
As pucks are getting finalized, cleaning up. Here to get this gold medal game started. It's going to be Team Black versus Team Blue. Let's take a look how they did throughout the round robin to get them to this game. for Team Black. They lost their first game 5-3 to this Team Blue. Going on, they lost their second game 9-2 to Team Gray, so 0-2 in the first two games of the round robin before beating Team Red 5-4 in the last round robin game, and then again 7-5 to get their place in this gold medal game for Team Blue, winning their first game 5-3 like I mentioned against Team Black, losing 7-6 in overtime to Team Red, then winning in 11-10 to Team Gray in overtime before punching their berth to the gold medal game with an 11-7 win over Team Gray. We're going to do the national anthem to get this gold medal game started. National anthem in the books here to get this gold medal game started between Team Blue and Team Black here for the UMH-68 Invitational to wrap up this great tournament happening in Vernon. Some of the best 2011 born skaters across the province coming from the island, way up north, interior, Kootenays and the Okanagan. Both teams skating around, ready to get this one started. Both in net for Team Blue to start off this game is going to be Nicholas Buttle. Going to get the start. Team Blue's been switching goalies halfway through the game, every game this tournament. We saw in the bronze game, both teams switch their goalies halfway through, trying to get as much even playing time as they can. Getting the start in net for Team Black to start this one off is going to be Braden Alun. He's the tallest player in this tournament, standing at 6 feet tall. As both teams skating around, getting ready to get this gold medal game underway here from Cal Tire Place in Vernon. Zach Stewart on the call with you for this tournament. Both teams now lining up at the face-off dot, and we're underway here in this gold medal game. Going out to the far side corner, Hopkins drops it off to his D partner. That one's now cut up ice to the far hand side. Slug it, backtracks in his own zone, rings that around the boards. Collecting it at the half boards is his Team Black member, but Dykins gets a turnover, passes up front to Corkle, backdoor to Mitchell. That one just out of reach of him, not quite able to get that one on net. Out the other way, Team Black with Rat Ray leading the charge. The defenseman jumping up, gets his pocket picked by Mitchell. Backing into their own zone, now having to come back into the neutral zone is Aiden in front of his goaltender, Alun. Coming up on a minute gone here in this gold medal game for the trophy. Team Black out the other way, Allegretto on the far side wing, stopping up with the puck. He'll get his stick lifted a couple times by Hopkins. Still battling for it, pulled out by Dice Roth. Pushed over towards Barker. Barker sends that one in deep. Besser has to backtrack with the puck, go right down the middle to Allegretto. Gets his pocket picked by Levesque Mera. Allegretto able to recover, get that one out. Team Black backtracking into their own territory. Kim stopping up with the puck, looks towards, searching for a slot shot, and that one gets through. Rebound, Levesque Mera unable to push his way into the back of the net. Face-off coming up to the glove hand side of Alun. Face-off in the offensive zone for Team Blue. They're going to have that one go down the length of the ice. Lebrecq hard on the attack on the far hand side. That one sneaks off and a shot on by the point. That one goes by the end of the net beside Buttle. Kept on another shot, tipped off to the side. 2 minutes gone here in this first period. Still scoreless between Team Blue and Team Black in this gold medal game. Puck taken in the far hand side boards. Takes a shot on, misses the net wide by Team Black. Having to be collected behind the net of Nicholas Buttle. That one gets sent out back to the blue line. Shot on. That one's tipped in front. Tipped just wide off the unleash of Connor Steele. Battling for it in this close side corner. Both teams taking each other down. As it comes 2.5 minutes gone. Frank waiting for it at the blue line. Gets the pass. He'll elect not to shoot it and angle it back down towards this close side boards. Battling is Team Blue to try to get out of their own zone. Frank backdoor pass. Lebrecq picks it up. Shot on. Reactionary kick save there by Buttle as Team Blue finally able to get it out of their zone and alleviate some pressure. Declan McCrimmon coming in all alone as his line mates were going for a change. Now McCrimmon is going to head to the bench. Delayed offside. Black, though, picks it up, so play will continue. Hopkins in the neutral zone. He'll take it over. Frank out of the red line into the offensive zone for Team Black. Fires it backdoor through the crease, though. Dykins now. He'll get a centering feed to Mitchell. Mitchell over towards Corkle. Drop pass to Mitchell with the shot. Just misses this near side post. Taking behind the net, Rattray. Pushed over to the far side. Hunger out towards Wright, who's backtracking in his own zone. Mitchell looking to avoid a hit by Frank. Takes a bump into the boards, but still keeps his momentum going with the puck. Battling along at the red line. Aiden and Frank working their way up. Hopkins steps over for Team Blue to throw that one right down the middle of the ice. Hunger goes out far, pushes it forward towards Aiden with the shot. That one's off the glove. Coming out with it into the neutral zone. Team Blue couldn't continue their momentum as Hunger now turns up ice with it. He'll just dump that one deep and go for a line change. Over 4 minutes gone here in this first period. Puck gets sent back around to the far hand side. Kim pops that up in the air, trying to juggle it forward. Dice Roth, he'll pick it up for Team Blue, cutting over the logo, goes out wide to Kim, staying onside. Theodore Kim, high slot, walks her out to this close side boards. He'll now work his way into a scrum in this close side. Help comes and Kim still in possession. Team Black then finally able to grab possession, but Barker at the blue line takes a shot. Blocker save by Alun to the far side boards where Sharman will get that one up forward. Now off to the rush. On the far hand side is Sluggett jumping up from the defensive position. Sharman takes a bump, stays on his feet, tries to get a clean pass over to Rattray. 0-0, so scoreless game here between Team Blue and Team Black in the gold medal game. Puck comes sneaking out of the blue line. Centering feed right down the middle to Levesque Mera, trying to get around a couple members of Team Black. Sharp angle shot, didn't have the angles. It goes through the crease safely to the far hand side. Rezitnik able to keep that one in, but lost his stick. Now he's got to backtrack and defend without his twig. Does a great job of a stand-up hit as Schultz now takes it behind his net. Coming forward, Rezitnik still in front of his net without a stick. Couldn't get that one away. Now into the rush. Lebrecq hits the post, was on a brief breakaway, but couldn't finish that one off. Barker with a block in front. Now he's off to the races, finally able to get that out of the zone down the ice. Chips it around Rattray, but great recovery there as that one is sent down by Team Black into the neutral zone. Kinley Sisson has that puck going around her own net behind Buttle. Sisson now making moves. She'll cut down the ice over the red line, enters the offensive zone for Team Blue. Flying down this close hand side, goes for around the net. Centering feed for McCrimmon, but couldn't pull the trigger. Turnaround shot. Just not enough of a lane. Covered up there by Alun. 13.5 minutes to go here in this gold medal game. In the first period, 0-0, still the score between these two teams, with a face-off coming to the glove hand side of Alun. Gillis over to Hunger. Hunger takes a shot streaking down the far side wing. That one just gets blocked off the stick of him into this near side corner. Both teams battling for it. Drop pass looking for the front of the net. Coming away, Team Black still hot on the offensive attack. Patrick with the shot block and another one in front. Karsten Patrick has been blocking shots all tournament for this Team Blue on the back end. So that one's down the length of the ice for an icing call. First whistle in a while as Rezitnik's stick was still down on the ice after losing that 1 minute ago. 12:52 to go here in this first period in a 0-0 tie, scoreless game to start off this gold medal game. Face off to the far hand side of Buttle. Face off one back by Team Blue, but dangerous bounce in front of Buttle. Kim trying to pick it up for Team Blue, kicked out of the way. Hopkins now gets taken over by Sharman, 2-on-0, backdoor pass, and it's in. Beckham finishes off a 2-on-0 and gets this gold medal game started with a 1-0 Team Black lead. Beckham gets his second goal of this tournament and first here for the gold medal game as Team Black jumps out to an early 1-0 lead. 12.5 minutes to go here in period number 1. Ensuing face-off, one back by Team Black where Getz will pick up the puck and send it down deep. Dump and chase into the end boards. Now coming out with it at the blue line. Frank able to keep it in. He takes his man down to the ice as the puck finds himself in the deep corner. Behind the net now, Allegretto beside him to Sharman. Back to Allegretto. He'll get it to the blue line. Able to get by the stick of Connor Steele as that goes down the length of the ice. Beating his man to the puck, Austin Schultz. First one there for Team Blue. Centering feed taken over by Allegretto. He'll enter in the zone with Steele. Steele with the shot blocked in front. Then he gets hammered to the ice by Declan McCrimmon. Slow to get up is Steele, but coming in 3-on-1. Thompson over towards Schultz with a shot into the chest and covered up by Alun, using his big frame to really take up a lot of the net there for Team Black. 11.5 minutes to go here in the first period, still scoreless. 0-0 between these two teams in this gold medal game. Face-off coming to the blocker hand side of Alun. Face-off taken into the neutral zone. Corkle, he'll just flip that one back down deep where Rattray will look up ice, connect a puck to Brockhouse. He'll leave it off into his tape. Tyson now comes flying up into the zone. Tyson had a 4-goal performance and able to get his team into this position. Dykins with a shot, misses the net wide. Mitchell picks it up in the far hand side, leaves it up for Patrick with a point shot. Goes wide of the net. Dykins behind the net, comes back, cutting behind the net once again. He's trying to pull his way through, popped out in front off the stick. Corkle with a backhand opportunity. Patrick unable to keep it in the zone as that one kicks off his stick. Back out the other way, Corkle trying to enter, back into the zone for Team Blue. as his line mates go for a change. Team Black with a 1-0 lead here in this game thanks to Beckham Getz. Getting a goal here to start off this gold medal game. Lebrecq with a shot. That one's tipped up over the net of Nicholas Buttle. Into this close side corner. Puck battle still ensuing. Black with a shot. That was Tyson, but getting a piece of it with the blocker was Nicholas Buttle to keep this one out and remain it a 1-0 game here in favor of Team Black. 10:18 to go in this first period. Face off to the blocker side of Buttle in blue territory. One back. Hopkins tries to get a centering feed to his own defenseman, taken over by Hunger with a shot blocked in front by Wright, which allows Kim to come up with it. Backhand feed to Levesque Mera. He'll take it backing into the offensive zone, takes the shot, sticked away into this close side boards. Levesque Mera. He'll get a centering feed to Dice Roth with a quick shot, but great save. Covering the far side post was a Lund to rob Levesque Mera and Dice Roth on that opportunity in front. So another chance here for Team Blue. Offensive zone face-off. Coming up to the far hand side of the ice. Defensive zone draw set up for Team Black. Besserer takes the puck behind his own zone. Coming to this close side corner. He'll look to retreat back to Allegretto. Besserer once again up to the half boards. Getz goes forward with it. Sharman, he'll take it up, trying to get around Wright. Sharman gets a step, takes a shot off the side of the net. He'll now get bumped into the end boards. Still battling along, 9.5 minutes to go here in this first period. Allegretto, he'll come away with the puck over to the far hand side. Looks for a point pass, intercepted. Now coming up ice here for Team Blue. Entering the offensive zone, sliding it over, looking for McCrimmon. Just behind him, Thompson, one hand pokes that forward. McCrimmon slows things down, now gets to a forehand, takes a shot, just misses over the top corner. Sending Beckham Getz over to Sharman and Team Black. Off to the rush the other way. Sharman, drop pass, making a move, trying to cut towards the middle of the ice. Still loose in front in the crease. Finally gets kicked out to the far side boards. Jumping up on that play also was Brody Binab. He's got to return to his point position as Team Blue cuts it over their own blue line. Poke check there. McCrimmon fires it far hand side, goes for a line change, so no one able to pick it up for Team Blue. Mitchell and Binab collide on the far hand side as this puck comes into no man's land on this close boards. Barker into the blue line, dumps that one down deep. Dykins now responsible for the forecheck over to Cole Mitchell on the far hand side. Team Black, though, remains in possession of this puck. Besserer around the boards. Benjamin Tyson trying to pick it up. Dykins gets around him. Centering feed to Mitchell with a shot. That's off the blocker of Alun. Onto the possession of Tyson. Another turnover. Mitchell driving the net. Takes a shot. Sticked away. Rebound. Kick save by Alun as well. Here in this gold medal game. 1-0 the score for Team Black. Centering feed. Benjamin Tyson trying to cut out to the right wing. He gets his stick tied up by Rezitnik. Shot on from a point position. That one's taken away, blocked in front by Barker, and worked up looking for Kane Corkle, but it gets through his stick down the length of the ice for an icing call. 7.5 minutes to go here in this first period. 1-0 is the score in favor of Team Black over Team Blue. Face-off coming up right in front of Nicholas Buttle to his blocker hand side. Face-off back to the blue line. Frank with a shot. That misses out wide. Kim grabs it on the far hand side for Team Blue. He gets overtaken by Hunger. He'll take the puck, string it behind the back of the net. Now try to come up front with it. Still a puck battle at the end boards. Coming away is Team Black. Looking for the point, unable to find it. At the half boards now, grabbing it as Gillis with a shot that gets through traffic. Kinley Sisson looking to get a block in front. 7 minutes to go here in this first period. Face-off happening to the blocker hand side of Buttle. Team Black wins the draw. Frank goes to unleash a shot but doesn't quite get all of it. Having to regroup and throw that one, try to get back into the offensive zone. Team Black stays in possession. Frank with a one-timer looking for a tip in front. That one's tipped just wide of the net. Back into this near side corner. Puck gets sent around the outside boards. To the point, kept in. That one is by Connor Steele. Aiden back to Steele looking for the blue line, but that one forces him out. Now he's got to spin around an attack by Thompson. Thompson regains possession of the puck, goes for a centering feed just out of the reach of Declan McCrimmon. Team Black has had a lot of offensive control this game. They'll now lead a rush up ice by Beckham Gets over to Sharman. Sharman pulls it around Schultz. Cuts out high slot. Beckham Gets with a tip in front, but kick save by Buttle as Team Blue able to clear their own zone. Delayed offside. So Sharman having to come back and touch up, which allows Team Blue to look up ice, try to set up some sort of play. Schultz has that one off his helmet as Team Black regains possession in their own territory. Frank up to Tyson. 5:45 to go here in this first period. Team Black still leading 1-0. Goal by Beckham Gets. It was a 2-on-0. That gets finished off to give them the lead. Penalty coming up here against Team Blue. Delayed call once they touch it up. 6-on-5 advantage as a Lunds to the bench. So until Blue touches the puck, it's going to be 6-on-5. Rattray gets it beside him to Gillis. High slot, slug it, leaves it off for Tyson, throws it on net. That's up in the air, and they're going to say it's a goal. So on the delayed call, Team Black gets it into the back of the net with leading the goal charge to make this a 2-0 game is Brockhouse with 5:15 to go. Team Black now leads 2-0 in this gold medal game. Ben Brockhouse gets his first goal of the tournament. Play will continue 5-on-5 with a 2-0 lead. Here in favor of Team Black, 5 minutes to go. Rezatnik goes behind his own net, rings it around to this close hand boards. Cole Mitchell leaves it off towards Kane Corkle, popped up into the air, stepping over the zone now. Feed up to Mitchell, enters his way on the far side boards, drop pass to Dykins, tries to get a feed back down to the end boards. Corkle unable to get there first as Barker's waiting for it at the blue line, keeps it in by snapping a shot over high of the net. Team Blue able to keep it in their possession, deep in offensive zone territory for them. Slug it behind his own net for Team Black. He'll try to get it out of the blue line, but Barker once again holds the line. Another shot, rebound to Dykins, just out of reach of him as Team Black's able to clear it down the ice. Gonna be no icing, waved off. Rezatnik, far hand side, almost intercepted by Hunger, but that one is kept in at the blue line by Sluggett. Hunger now battling on the far hand side to Mitchell. Mitchell able to come out of the scrum with it and pass it beside him to Dykins, just out of his reach. Now coming forward with it, Rattray. Down deep. Gets a tip, so it goes to the end boards. Picking up the puck behind his own territory. Storming into the offensive zone is Team Blue. Taking a shot, that's in and out of the glove of Alun. Turnaround shot this time by Diceroth. Rezatnik able to regain possession on the far hand side, holding the blue line momentarily. Diceroth couldn't hold the line, trying to throw a big hit. Up with it now. Beckham Gets the other way for Team Black. Throws it on net. That one's just sticked away by Buttle. Diceroth, he'll do a saucer feed over to Levesque Mera, who knocks that one down. Now comes forward with it. Levesque Mera takes a bump into the boards, leaves it off for Kim. Kim goes back to the blue line. Barker has that one just bounce ricochet off his stick down into his own territory, so he'll have to skate back for Team Blue. Team Black holding a 2-0 lead. Thanks to Ben Brockhouse and Beckham Getz, both with goals in this game. As that puck gets floated up into Blue Team's bench, out of play. 2:49 to go here in the first period of this final gold medal game between Team Black and Team Blue. Puck taken in the neutral zone, now cutting up ice. Thompson on the far hand side has got a brief breakaway, backhand towards the net. Rebound to McCrimmon, trying for a sharp angle. Thompson trying to get it around Frank at the end boards. It comes out for Team Black, who are able to get it out of their own zone. Down the length of the ice on a breakaway. That one gets popped through the arm of Buttle, and it sneaks over into the back of the net. So Team Black extend their lead now 3-0 in this gold medal game. Leading the train is Benjamin Tyson, once again with another goal in this tournament. And with 2:20 to go, it is 3-0. Face off, one forward after that last goal by Team Black. Hunger goes out to the blue line, but out of reach of Steele. Now he's got to get into a foot race with Dykins, trying to recover in his own territory. Frank picked it up in his close side corner. Gillis looks to the far hand side, connects with Hunger, almost connecting with Hungers, but Hopkins steps up to take that one away. Dykins into the offensive zone, snaps a shot, kick save by Alun. To this close hand side of the ice, Frank right down the middle to Gillis. Entering the offensive zone for Team Black yet again. Under 2 minutes to go, chest save, Frank with a rebound. That one gets by as well. Wright trying to kick that one free as he lost his stick. Team Black takes over possession. Wright jump cuts Frank to get the puck back into Team Blue. Coming out, puck rolls down the length of the ice, allowing Team Blue to get a fresh skaters on the ice. Same with Team Black, going for a line change as Hunger flies into the zone down the far side boards. He'll bump into his man. Gets, eats a hit as Team Blue comes away with the puck. Up to Kim on the far hand side. Kim enters the offensive zone, gets it over to looking for Restanek and for Levesque Mera. Levesque Mera in deep, but he gets his pocket picked by Rattray. Those two collide into the end boards. Kim centering feed to Dice Roth. Just misses the net wide on the one-touch shot in the slot. Push back to the far hand side corner. Kim goes around the net to pick it up. He's getting shoved into this close side boards. They'll now scrum up. Joining the fray is Levesque Mera, with Kim coming away with the puck, protecting it on his backhand, leaving it off to Barker at the point. Tipped in front by Levesque Mera, and it is into the back of the net. Team Blue cuts into this lead and gets on the board for the first time in this gold medal game by a tip-in by Tristan Levesque Mera. So 3-1 is the score now in this game. Team Blue had a couple comebacks throughout this tournament, looking to start another one. 3-1. Schultz drops it off for Thompson. Thompson battling his way to the far side corner, getting pressured by Binab. 13 seconds to go here in this first period. Now in a 3-1 game, Schultz looked to the net and didn't receive that pass. As up the ice now, Benjamin Tyson. Last rush attempt, blocked in front. Another shot opportunity. Running out of time, not realizing how much time was on the clock was Lebrec. As this first period comes to an end, 20 minutes are in the books in a 3-1 Team Black lead over Team Blue to start off this gold medal game. Goals in this game have been scored so far by Benjamin Tyson, Ben Brockhouse, and Beckham Getz for Team Black for their 3 goals. The other side for Team Blue goes to Tristan Lavec-Mera, answering back late in that first period for a 3-1 hockey game. Zach Stewart on the call with you for this tournament. We'll be back with more of this gold medal game with the second period shortly.
Team Black would then get their second goal of the period at the 14:45 mark. Goal was scored by number 11. Then Brookhausen, assistant number 10, Benjamin Tyson, and number 7, Nathan Slugger. Team Black would then go ahead 3-0 at the 17:39 mark. Goal was scored by number 10, Benjamin Tyson, assistant number 14, Dexter
Welcome back to this gold medal game between Team Black and Team Blue, heading into the second period of play in this gold medal game. 3-1 is the lead for Team Black over Team Blue, heading into the second period. Goals in this game scored so far by Team Black by Benjamin Tyson, Ben Brockhouse, and Beckham Getz. On the other side, Tristan Levesque-Mera gets one in on a tip-in goal for a 3-1 Team Black lead over Team Blue. Heading into this second period, goalies are going to be the same to start it. See if both teams switch, as Alon for Team Black will go back into net, and Nicholas Buttle on the other side for Team Blue will go to his crease. Team Blue throughout the tournament have been switching goalies halfway through the second period. Have been the only team to do that consistently. We'll probably see both teams switch just to get even playing time for both goaltenders into this final game of the tournament. Gold medal game. This tournament brought to you by Iron Ghost Construction. They're recognized as a top contractor in multiple industries such as oil and gas, forestry, and agriculture. Zach Stewart on the call with you throughout this tournament and heading into the final two periods of this gold medal game. Both teams back on the ice, skating around, getting ready to get the middle frame underway, with Team Black leading 3-1 over Team Blue. Whistle sounds and getting ready to get this second period underway. Opening face-off of the middle frame, won by Team Blue. McCrimmon takes it into the zone, snaps the shot, blocker save to this close side board. Puck goes out to the far-hand side. Picking it up is Team Black out towards Allegretto. That one gets taken away by Hopkins. Looks for a pass right beside him to right. Coming back into the zone. Blue with the shot. That's saved by Team Blue. And Nicholas Buttle. Allegretto leaves it off for Binab in the neutral zone. He's getting into a pushing match there with Schultz. Puck goes free to the far-hand side. Nearly picked off in the offensive zone for Declan McCrimmon. Comes out to Sharman, the other way for Team Black. Gets a step on Hopkins. Great play, recovery by Hopkins to close the angle, allowing for an easy save by Buttle on this close side post. Binab in the neutral zone. Goes up to Lebrecht. Lebrecht trying to get between the legs of Wright. Great stand-up play by Wright to leave right in front, and now a penalty coming up. It is going to be a cross-checking against Lebrecht. Took down Wright with a cross-check after the play, so a power play coming up in this game for Team Blue over Team Black. So an offensive zone face-off on the power play for Team Blue coming up. Going up into a defensive zone draw on the penalty kill for Team Black to the glove hand side of Braden Alun. Face-off one back. Barker to Rezitnik. He'll shoot that one on. That one's a blocker hand save. Kept in at the blue line. Rezitnik driving towards the front, but that one's poke checked away. Now Dykins in a foot race, trying to recover this puck for Team Blue on the power play. Gets it over to Barker. Button hooking around. Dykins now picks it up, storming up ice. Trying to sneak around Tyson. Does on the far side boards. Drop pass to Barker. Pulls it to his forehand, but too much congestion in the lane. Unable to get a clean shot off there as Rezitnik holds the blue line on this power play. Korkel with the shot into the chest and covered up by Alun for a whistle. Nearly 2 minutes gone here in this second period in a 3-1 hockey game in favor of Team Black still. All goals coming in the first period. Face off to the blocker hand side of Alun. One back cleanly by Diceroth. Patrick snaps a shot off, looking for another tip in front by Levesque-Mera, unable to find it as that one's launched down by Team Blue. On the backtrack, Aiden, first one there. Short-handed opportunity here for Team Black, thrown on Kinley Sisson blocks that one to the far hand side. Patrick having to recover, come back to grab it in this close side corner. Slug it with a shot on. That one's off the tape of Dice-Roth into the chest of Buttle. Whistle blows as Aiden had a golden opportunity, shorthanded right in front of the net. So face-off coming up in blue territory. To the glove hand side of Buttle. Same line still out on the ice in Dice-Roth, Kim, and Levesque Mera. Face off one back by blue, but turned over at the blue line to Gillis, who will just throw it back down deep into blue territory. Going behind the net, Hopkins. He'll now look up ice, pass it back to right. Those two playing a two-man game in their own zone right now. Will they successfully bring it up to Kim? Kim right down the middle. Sneaks over the blue line, drop pass. Doesn't elect to get it to Dice-Roth, then does to the blue line because Hopkins in front of the goalie trying to screen. Right with the shot into the glove of Alun. Unable to get a clean tip on it was Levesque Mera. Got a tip-in goal in the first period. As this power play for Team Blue stays on the ice for another 14 seconds. In a 17:07 left in this second period. Face off one forward by Team Blue. McCrimmon with the sharp angle shot. Great save there by Alun. As Team Black trying to survive this penalty kill. Had a couple opportunities. Short-handed, but nothing quite getting by. As another face-off in Black territory through the crease to this close hand side. 2 more seconds on the power play. Hopkins tries to make a move, but losing an edge was Beckham Gets back to even strength. 5-on-5 as the Brex back out onto the ice. Gets a feed into the offensive zone, joining up for his team. Beckham Gets now on this close side half boards. He'll get it back to Slug it, ring it around into the right corner. Gets with a sharp angle shot, just gets that high over the net onto the far side boards. Right, rings it around his own corner. Goes behind Buttle. Waiting for on this side, kept in by Team Black. Sharman, the wraparound opportunity is lost in the legs of Buttle. Sharman with a great wraparound, and it sneaks over to the far side post and then back underneath the body of Nicholas Buttle, who covers it up for a whistle. Still 3-1 game here in favor of Team Black over Team Blue in this gold medal final game of the UMH-68 Invitational Tournament here in Vernon. Face off coming to the glove hand side of Buttle. Tie up in everyone's feet, coming away. Black with a shot. That one was off the tape of Tyson. Goes into the far side corner, allowing Dykins to come up with it now for Team Blue. Bringing around to the end boards. Mitchell trying to be the first one there. Also helping out is Kane Corkle. He gets sandwiched up in the far side boards. Sneaks by Barker at the blue line, forcing him down, retreating into his own territory to try to recover that puck for Team Blue. Look back up ice as Team Blue still tries to continue their comeback effort. Scored the last goal in this game. Now Dykins gets a step on Binnab. He gets taken down, tripped up on the play, and penalty coming up as Binnab will go to the box. 2 minutes for tripping against Dykins, who's back up to his feet. So another power play opportunity coming up for Team Blue. And out comes the line of Kim, Dice-Roth, and Levesque Mera. To match that is Aiden and Hunger for the penalty kill for Team Black. Coming up to the glove hand side of Alun. Face off, one back by Team Black as Frank forces it out into the neutral zone. Not all the way down the length of the ice though, as Rezitnik has his pocket picked by Barker. Barker over to Aiden with a shot. That's a blocker hand save. Into the far hand side corner by Buttle. Buttle playing a great game so far here in this gold medal game. Dice-Roth up onto the backhand of Kim. Enters into the offensive zone. Kim with the shot. That one sneaks off the bottom blocker of Alun. Onto the table. Dice-Roth with a shot. He'll miss the net out wide. Barker slowing things down at the blue line. On the power play still here is Team Blue. Barker, drop pass. Couldn't connect with Levesque-Mera in the zone. Now he's got to turn up ice. Gets it up to Dice-Roth. Dice-Roth trying to connect around Steele. Gets around him. Takes a sharp angle shot off the side of the net. Dice-Roth still battling. He gets taken down as Hunger couldn't exit the zone. Rezatnik takes it to the far-hand side backhand. Drop pass to Barker. Barker makes a move, makes one guy miss, then snaps a shot loose in front, and Dice-Roth sneaks behind the body of Alun and scores for Team Blue to cut into the lead even further. It is now 3-2. Hudson Dice-Roth scores a power play goal here for Team Blue as it sat in the crease, and he snuck in and tapped it by to make this one a 3-2 hockey game. Still in favor of Team Black, but getting closer with 14 and a half minutes to go here in this second period. Face-off sent deep into Blue territory. Battle in this near side corner. Goes out behind the net. Gillis almost connecting with that one, but gets it to Rattray at the blue line. Snaps the shot on, scooped up into the glove of Nicholas Buttle for a face-off coming up in front of him. Now a 3-2 game with Hudson Dice-Roth scoring his 4th goal of this tournament to cut into the lead. 3-2 is the score here in favor of Team Black. Team Blue exiting their own zone as Corkle sends it down the far side boards. Behind the net now, Corkle trying to chase his own loose puck. Patrick holding the blue line, sends it into the far side right corner. Corkle the first one there. He'll string that one around the back of the boards. Unable to quite connect that one was Dykins as that puck comes out for Team Black down the length of the ice. No ice, no tip, so icing is the call against Team Black. So coming down for a offensive zone face-off for Team Blue, defensive for Team Black. .48 to go here in the second period. Face-off going to the far side of the ice. Glove hand side of Alun in a 3-2 hockey game here in favor of Team Black. Black now exiting their own zone. Up on the far hand side, Benjamin Tyson cuts into the zone, but the puck sneaks over. Offside, says the linesman. Neutral zone face-off. Coming up just outside of Blue territory. Face-off coming on the far side of the ice. Dice-Roth to take the draw, loses that one. Tyson jumps into the offensive zone quickly after a clean face-off win by Brockhouse. Brockhouse, he's got a goal in this game, his first of the tournament. He'll try to dangle around Sutherland. Gets it onto the tape of Tyson. Rebound on the far side. Brockhouse couldn't quite keep up to that one. As it gets sent into the neutral zone. Levesque-Mera sneaks into this close side corner, deep into Black territory, rings it around the far hand side, collecting it as right with a shot on. Fans on that one, able to help out and keep that puck in the blue line was Kim. Right, back beside him to Levesque-Mera, sneaks by his stick, right for the 3rd time in a row, able to hold the blue line. Dice-Roth cuts towards the high slot, but gets met by Sluggett. Hopkins on this close side point, holding the blue line this time around. So this D pair of Hopkins and Wright doing a great job of keeping some offensive pressure in for their Team Blue. As flashing the glove there was Braden Alun to keep this a 3-2 lead for his Team Black over Team Blue in the gold medal game. Final game of this tournament. UMH-68 Invitational, some of the best 2011 born skaters throughout the province. Here on the ice in Vernon, Barker pops it over towards McCrimmon. He'll take his man down, but couldn't collect the puck once again as Team Black comes away with it. taking a bump, allows Barker to backtrack into his own territory. Turn up ice on the backhand. He'll see an open lane to skate with, so he'll go out by the far side. No offside as that one gets rung around to this close side boards. Waiting for it is Team Blue, still trying to get their way deep. Team Black wraps that around to the far hand side, and a white helmet is Gillis waiting for it. He'll get that one towards the red line, but not any further. Halting momentum is Barker. Looking for a centering pass is McCrimmon, with Thompson having this puck on his stick for Team Blue. Under 12 minutes to play here in this second period. McCrimmon forces a turnover at the end boards, but right back in possession of it is Besserer. He'll get a stretch pass up to Hunger, fires it far side. Couldn't knock it down out of the air is Bentley Gillis. So Team Blue can regroup in their own zone. Black still leading 3-2 in this game. Gold medal game with 11 and a half minutes to go. Dyken throws it out in front of the net off a stick of Alun. Creeping in is Corkle, looking to unload one, but that one just slides off the end of his blade. Corkle turning back towards the net on the backhand. Wraparound opportunities, tucking it right there was Thompson. Couldn't get a clean shot off. Rezatnik fakes another one. Sharp angle along the ice and hugging the post in perfect position was Braden Alun to keep this one out. 3-2 is the score still here for Team Black. They have goals in this game by Benjamin Tyson, Ben Brockhouse, and Beckham Getz. On the other side, it is Tristan Levesque-Mera and Hudson Diceroth for Team Blue. Face-off, tie up in everyone's feet, still battling away for it. Patrick stepping up at the blue line, couldn't keep it in as that forces Team Blue back out into the neutral zone to try to go on the attack. Team Black trying to have some more offense to add on to their defense. Need an extra insurance goal for Team Black here with 10 and a half minutes to go in this second period. And they'll look to start a rush. Sharman trying to push it over past Buttle. Still stuck on this close hand side. Allegretto and Beckham gets right there, but couldn't shovel that one past Butler against Buttle. Centering feed, Team Blue unable to exit their own zone. Frank keeps that one in, throws that towards the net. That's off a stick and into this near side corner. Allegretto looks to drop it back down towards the end boards. Intercepted, gets the puck back on his stick. Has that one just knuckle puck off his. So now Dykens and Team Blue entering the other way. 10 minutes to go. Corkle centering feed to Dykens with a shot, and it's into the back of the net. Tie game here in the gold medal game with Gareth Dykens getting his fourth goal of the tournament, and it is now a 3-3 hockey game. As we get to the just past the 10-minute mark, goalies will also switch in this game for both teams. So Nicholas Buttle is out and Tyson Oak is in for Team Blue. On the other side, Braden Alun is out and James McCrae is in for Team Black. Got quite the height difference going on in that of Team Black. You're going from 6 foot tall Braden Alun to 5'2" James McCrae. Both of them having great tournaments here this weekend in Vernon in a 3-3 hockey game. Levesque-Mera with a shot, rebound. Kim with a shot, another kick save by McCrae, so he's tested early with 2 big kick saves. Team Blue trying to keep it into the offensive zone. Diceroth spinning around, he gets taken down. Puck chipped out, but not out of the blue line. Now is Wright holding his body against the boards. Coming up on 9 minutes to go here in this second period. 3-3 is the score. Diceroth with a shot, it sneaks off his stick. Angles off into this close side boards. Coming out with it is Team Black, trying to continue their momentum through the neutral zone. Slug it, jumps in from the blue line. He'll get his pocket pick now. Theodore Kim comes down on this close hand boards, trying to get around the break. Those two will just collide up at this half boards. Puck comes out to the red line. Wright safely does the wise play and fires it into the far side corner. But this is a tie game now with Gareth Dykens taking a beautiful slot feed to rip it into the near post to tie up this gold medal game. McCrimmon centering feed to touch in by Thompson, but getting the skate blade of it was McRae to keep it out. Keep this game tied. McRae getting battle tested here to start off his time in net in this second period for the rest of the game. McCrimmon drops it back to right. He'll get that one knuckling out, not out of the blue line though. Lucky break for Team Blue. Team Black was changing. Team Black needing to grab some offensive momentum to try to get back into this game. Ever since their 3 goals, they have been struggling to even get momentum, and as I was saying that, Hunger finds it into the back of the net. Team Black takes advantage of a turnover and pots one through the legs of Oaks. It is now a 4-3 game thanks to Owen Hunger, who breaks the tie, his 3rd of the tournament. So with 7:51 to go here in the second period, it is now a 4-3 hockey game back in favor of Team Black. I was just saying that they need to try to get some more offensive pressure towards the net of the blue zone, and now into the game, Tyson Oak. And as I was saying it, Hunger finishes off a rebound in front and slides it by for a 4-3 lead for Team Black. It's a neutral zone face-off. Coming up in the neutral zone here. Sending him back into his own zone. Rezatnik. He'll go a backhand feed, unable to exit his own blue line. Hunger gets the turnover, takes a shot, and flashing the leather up to the task was Tyson Oak for a great save here for Team Blue. Zach Stewart on the call with you for this tournament. Let's wait into this final game. Puck won back by Team Blue in their own territory. Behind the net, now looking right down the seam. Dykens unable to sneak his way over to the logo, but now Cole Mitchell picks it up. Goes one-on-one, cuts to the outside, snaps a shot, misses the net wide of the blocker of James McRae. Corkle works out to the outside, drop pass to Mitchell, now to the blue line. D to D, Patrick. He'll look just to intentionally miss that wide and get a clean pass off the end boards. Bobbling puck, Binab unable to clear it out of the zone. Taken on the backhand, behind the net now, pile up. Team Blue still in possession. Turnaround shot by Corkle, in and out of the chest, and then covered up for a whistle. 6:42 to go in this second period. Both teams getting chances and a back and forth game here in this gold medal affair. Playing for the trophy. It's at the penalty box on display here for both teams to see so they know what they're competing for. Can get flashes of it as the camera gets shifted down ice. Levesque Mayer able to keep it in at the blue line into this near side corner. Gets rung around out wide. Frank hammers his man to the ice, but Kim picks it up in the neutral zone. He's got to work his way back towards the red line, staying onside, and then fires back into the zone, takes a shot. Grabbing his glove up it to protect the top of the net was McRae. Keeping this one a 4-3 game in favor of Team Black over Team Blue. Bronze medal game happened earlier with Team Red sneaking out a win over Team Gray. 8-4 was the final in that game. So Team Red finishes third in this tournament. Gray finishes in fourth. Still a battle here for first and second as Team Black into the offensive zone looking for a shot across the ice was Hunger. Getting his pad down, Oak. Gillis and Hunger battling in this close side corner. That one gets sent down the length of the ice. No icing. Saying it was tipped and also just not enough steam as Kim forces Steele to hit the ice and tries for a turnover here at the half boards. Taking it along the blue line. Dice Roth pushes that one forward but runs into a couple bodies, so not getting it back into offensive possession, but right back on the attack. Rezatnik trying to look for something, but Sharman drags his foot wide alone. Breakaway, Sharman with the shot. That one's not able to sneak through the pillows of Tyson Oak, closing the legs and not letting that 5-hole get through. Tyson Oak into this game, let in 1 goal, but other than that, has played solid in his limited action so far into this gold medal game. Face-off coming to the glove side in blue territory. One off to the sideboard. Goes back to the blue line. Rattray, he'll snap a shot. Blocker save by Oak. Getting the rebound, coming down with it is Thompson. Out to the blue line, unable to clear the line as Team Black stays in possession. Kinley Sisson firing a body, still loose in front of Allegredo, trying to tap that out of the air. He'll come down with it though, push it back towards the front of the net. Tapped out to the blue line. Slug it, comes down low to this close side boards. Driving with it is Beckham gets with a shot. Blocker hand save, another blocker hand save, as that one's off the end boards and then covered up for a whistle by Tyson Oak. Gonna be a face-off still remaining in blue territory. Far side face-off in a 4-3 hockey game. Face-off won back by Team Blue. Hopkins. He'll get that up. Coming out of their own zone now. Dykins and Corkle entering the offensive zone. Dykins over to Corkle with the shot. Just misses the net wide. Puck battled at this close side half boards. Corkle coming away with it. Still in offensive possession for Team Blue. He gets taken down. No call on that play. Right at the neutral zone at the red line. Backhand up in the air. Corkle trying to come down with it. He'll take a bump but continue momentum with the puck. Unable to cut along the blue line. Benjamin Tyson out the other way. Leaves it off for Brockhouse. Overskates that one momentarily. Regains possession to the blue line. Snaps a shot by Benab. That one sneaks through traffic, but off to the sideboards. Corkle trying to keep up to the puck on the far hand side. He'll get it back down low, right behind the boards to Hopkins. Have that one bounce off his stick. Coming back in, still on possession of the puck is Team Black. Benab takes a shot from the blue line, blocked in front. Tyson with another one, another block. Still looking to get that one on net of Oak. But block after block here from both teams. Both bodies just getting in the traffic. Tyson sneaking behind the end boards. Right will ring it up towards Dykins, who waits for the puck. Now cycles back in deeper of his own territory. Team Black being hungry on the puck now. Great forecheck there in that last sequence by Team Black, who hold a 1-goal lead. It is 4-3 with 3 minutes to go here in this second period. Team Black trying to catch Team Blue. Line changing as Aiden goes for a drop pass. Picked up by Levesque Mera. He'll burst into the offensive zone, losing an edge, now taking a shot. That one just rolls up the blocker and away off to the side. Levesque Mera right on the back doorstep. Perfect positioning to finish off a rebound and tie up this game. It is 4-4. Levesque Mera gets his second goal of this game. Give him now 9 goals in this tournament so far, as Team Blue has tied things up 4-4 with 2:41 to go in this second period. Right off the draw, Hunger bursts into the offensive zone for Team Black. He's now got a back skate with it into the corner. Poke check by Steele to hold the blue line momentarily, but now Levesque Mera tries to pop that up into the air, confuses Gillis enough for Kim to come away with the puck. He loses an edge. No call on that play. Dice Roth gets between the legs of Steele, but couldn't get around Aiden as well. Gillis at his own blue line. He'll now turn the corner, head up ice, take a deep shot on. Rebound Juicy into the slot, but Rezitnik was the first one there to get his way up ice towards Theodore Kim. Kim streaking down the far side boards. He gets hammered by Frank. Now Diceroth comes up to try to pull the body to get that puck loose. Unable to do so. Minute 45 to go here in this second period. Puck battle still along in this close side point position. Comes out to Gillis for Team Black, looking to regain the lead. Saucer feed to Aiden on a breakaway and on the backhand. Hits it too high and wide over the net. Regaining possession, Gillis up in the air, juggling with the puck was Barker. But Team Black still hungry to regain their lead. Shot through the crease by Hunger. Rattray cycles it down low. Gillis will pick it up. Stop, hammer the brakes, get around Barker. Now throwing it out to Getz. Just couldn't get a stick on it. Comes back out to the blue line. Slug it right there. Poking that one forward. Sharman gets a move around one. Takes her shot. But Barker gets a piece of his leg on it as there's 1 minute to go here in this second period. Allegredo getting pressured into this close side corner by Rezitnik. To the blue line, slug it with a shot. That just floats into the chest of Oak, who covers it up for a whistle. Much needed whistle and stoppage of play there by Team Blue. We're getting peppered with pressure by Team Black, who have held multiple leads in this game. At one point, it was 3-1, and then it was 4-3, so having two different leads in this game for Team Black. Looking to regain that as now it's a tie 4-4 hockey game with 30 seconds left in this second period. Puck goes out to the far hand side boards. Corkle fires it up in the air. Trying to connect with it as Dykins, unable to come down with it though, as Team Black successfully evades their own territory once again. Kinley Sisson up the far side boards, picked up by Team Black in multiple strides offside. Go Team Black. Eager to get this one down as the clock runs off a couple extra seconds. Neutral zone face off coming up on this close hand side of the ice. Dykins able to stir that one away from Tyson, but Tyson regains possession. Dangerous scoring there is Benjamin Tyson with 6 goals this tournament, as doesn't come back to hurt them. Buzzer sounds. 40 minutes are in the books here in this gold medal game, final game of this tournament. 4-4 is the score here between these two teams, Team Black and Team Blue, as we head into the final 20 minutes of play coming up here shortly. Taking a look at goal scoring summary here in this gold medal game for Team Blue. We've got 2 goals by Tristan Levesque-Mera, a goal by Gareth Dykins, and Hudson Diceroth has a power play goal for his team. On the other side, Team Black, goals from Benjamin Tyson, Ben Brockhouse, Owen Hunger, and Beckham Getz. Hunger has that most recent goal, the 4th goal, to tie things up at 4 apiece as we head into the final 20 minutes of play here at the UMH-68 Invitational in Vernon. Zach Stewart on the call with you. We'll be back with more hockey in about 10 minutes. welcome back. I am here with Blue coach Dean McAmmond. Your team's a 4-4 in the gold medal game. It's been a great tournament. What have you been your thoughts overall seeing this talent on the ice through these last 3 days?
Well, it's pretty cool to watch the kids get in the first day, be really tentative in the dressing room. They're really quiet, they're reserved. To watch them all come together over 4 days of competing and whatnot, and you see it on the ice too. You can see it transition to the ice where they're more comfortable. They're starting to talk to each other more. They're starting to be destructive and more constructive together. So it's fun. I remember when I was, doing my Alberta development programs as a kid. It's a big step to try and meet new friends and get on the ice and try and make it all happen together.
And like you said, it's cool to see how they've grown throughout these last 3 days. Your team's been involved in some crazy high-scoring games. The offense has ramped up. Now here in the gold medal game, 4-4. What have been your thoughts in this first period so far for your team?
Well, it's interesting because we're trying to work on just the concept of what we want to accomplish as a hockey group, right? Like try and manage the puck, try and manage the ice, try and figure out how to be, good defensively so you can be good offensively. Not be over technical, but understand it's just a big chess match, right? And bring in energy and then working on little, small things like stick on puck and not giving them opportunities by throwing the puck away and trying to build their awareness just of hockey 101, that structure that's actually, across the board. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Hockey, period, right? It doesn't matter if you're in, what kind of system you play. It doesn't make any difference. It's the hockey 101 tangibles that will go with you wherever you go.
Yeah. So then building on this, how important and how amazing is it to hold a tournament like this for these young players to come showcase their talent and to really see how they gauge around the rest of the province?
I think it's terrific. For these guys, they're a little bit younger, so it's a kind of an introductory to this kind of a format. And so then when they're into another stage where it's maybe more of an ID camp at a Western Hockey League team, they've gone through it before and they understand. So they are a little bit more comfortable with adjusting quicker to maybe show better. Like you see some of these kids, I had my top 3D picked, and now they're not my top 3D in my mind, right?
Yeah, exactly.
From what I saw in the practice, and now there's just different players blossoming at different times, and it's been really interesting to watch that happen. And and
at the end of the day, it's all about having fun, and it looks like they're all having a blast out there, so it's always fun. Thank you so much for joining me up here during the intermission. Good luck in the third period.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank And look at this, what a treat. I get back-to-back interviews being joined here by Jason Podolane. It's been a great tournament. We're heading into the final period here in the gold medal game. As the organizer running this thing, you did all the legwork, groundwork. How impressed have you been throughout the tournament? How do you think it go this weekend?
Well, you know what you've got coming in the sense of, I've watched a lot of these guys play, which is why they're in their invite, but you never 100% know how it's going to translate to the ice. And then to the parity and to the teams, and I'm really excited to see this last game. It's been awesome. I don't know what it's been like to call, but it's definitely been a lot of good hockey, a lot of good hockey plays, a little tighter defense. I think that they're actually feel like they're playing for something. Which is pretty cool. So I'm really happy with this final game, and the games today have both been really strong.
Exactly, and even looking over the course of the weekend, scoring has been up throughout as the weekend's gone along. We've seen some crazy scores here, some crazy games, but that just shows the skill on the ice and their chemistry as it gets going. How impressive have you been with the actual players themselves coming, not knowing anyone here, getting thrown onto teams, and they've responded well?
Yeah, I think you kind of nailed it on the head. I think it's more of a testament to the skill that's on the ice that, of why the scores are so high. the goalies, they've been good, but there's a lot of high danger chances, and when you get high danger chances, they're finding corners and they're putting them in. So it was also nice today though to see that the goalies were making some big saves in some moments, right? Like both sides here, we've seen some really good tending, and yeah, I mean, it's just fun to watch them make plays, and it's fun to watch them compete too. I mean, they're definitely battling for ice today, and it's a little bit harder to get to those scoring areas. So it's been a little bit more of a kind of, I guess, a typical, hockey game when you have a team. Structure is a hard thing to teach. I mean, even when you have a group of 17 for 8 months, and you put them all together for a weekend. I mean, not everybody comes from a different thing, right? So obviously they're all looking for points, and they all want to score and all that stuff. Even the defensemen, right? Especially at this age. So it's a little bit expected, but it's also nice just to see that it's 4-4 going into the third. It's a pretty nice score for this age group.
So aside from the talent on the ice, can you take us through, for those who maybe don't know about the stream, off the ice? You've been running workshops. What have you been trying to teach these kids off the ice when they're not playing?
Well, yeah, that's, the tournament is under my umbrella, which is Up My Hockey. And Up My Hockey is mindset development and developing the entire athlete, really is what I'm most passionate about. I think that better humans and better athletes make better hockey players.
Exactly.
So what we're trying to help is with the parents and with the players, and I mean, hockey's a crazy place to navigate. It really is. How to be your best. What's the best route to go? Where should I be, and what type of player can I be? And with that, comes some education and development, right? So that was what the idea was with the workshops. We brought in some professional people. That's everything. Anything I make contact with is somebody that I believe in, and somebody that I would recommend. And so we had High Performance out of Kelowna come in and do the testing. We're talking, world-class type testing, and to have a workshop about what that means, especially for this age group. How they can translate that into being a better hockey player, and how to use their time wisely away from the ice, right? And then I did a mindset session, which I think that's the biggest difference maker for athletes now, and especially in this day and age when we're seeing like how much skills on the ice right now, right? Like,
it's crazy.
How can we bring that forward, and how can they be their best player, and what is that difference? That difference is generally mindset, your mental toughness, your resiliency, your ability to have a growth mindset when it comes to your own development, your curiosity with it. So we had a workshop on that, and then we also had a workshop just on one of the paths that's available to some of these players, which is the CSSHL, and what that looks like, and that it is an option, and there's also that rink here. Rink has some coaches that have been here. My son has gone to Rink Academy, and so they're local here. It might as well talk about the program, and so we educated the people on that too. So yeah, I mean, there's so many things that you could talk about. The 2010s next week when we're bringing in them, we were having an agent come in because they're starting to get into player representation.
That's smart.
We have a WHL scout coming in. What are they looking for athletes? And we have there's so much that you could touch on that is really important and relevant. But I know that these players are now leaving this. Not only is it a memorable experience for them, but they are leaving with more knowledge in between their ears, and they can use that however they want, obviously, right? But I do think it's nice when we can be more than just a hockey tournament.
And it's so interesting to hear all the different layers of it that people might not think about, like all the different mindset things, like you mentioned, bringing in agents, scouts, all the different layers, and to start it this young for they can have that information as they get older, and it gets even just more difficult.
Well, yeah, because you don't know what you don't know, right? And it's I said to the kids at the banquet, we had a player banquet too. I don't know many tournaments that do that, right? We fed them all. We had some gold nugget conversations and some feedback from the coaches to give the players some lessons. And at the banquet we talked about that this is the age now where they get into U15 where hockey's an amazing sport, and I love it, and it's for everybody.
Yep.
But when you want to be a competitive player, you go from playing hockey to being a hockey player, I call it, right? So, and that's the thing when all this other stuff starts to happen, right? Like how to be an amazing teammate. What aspects of being on a hockey team allow you to be a better hockey player, and how do you exemplify that in a locker room? What makes you different from somebody else? How do you provide value to your team? How do you play your best in moments like this on the biggest stage when people are watching you, right? So all these ideas are ideas that are going to stick for some and not for others, and it's going to help them move forward on their quest of being a hockey player. And I think that that's a really cool thing to strive for. A lot of worse things to be than a hockey player.
Exactly.
And a lot of these guys obviously won't be paid money at any point to play hockey, but if they can learn some of these tools and some of these intangibles of how to be a better human and how to be a better teammate and how to get the best out of yourself and each other, I think those are amazing lessons.
What I like, what you just said there, is how to be a better human, because not all of these guys are going to go play on professional hockey. So even just getting them started now helped them be a better human aside from hockey when they get older.
100%. That's what it's all about.
Looks like this game's about to get started. So thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for putting on this tournament and having us work here.
Thanks for giving us a great show.
Welcome back, heading into the third period here of the gold medal game. I was in for a treat there with double interviews at the intermission. Heard from coach from the blue team, Dean, and then also the organizer of this tournament and such a great person, Jason Podolane, talking about the importance of hockey on and off the ice here for these players as we're back underway here in the third period. Zach Stewart on the call with you for this game. 4-4 is the score as we head into this third and final period in the gold medal game. Puck in black territory. Mitchell coming away with it, fires it far side, just out of the reach of Dykins as Corkle now for Team Blue takes it behind the net. We got a tie hockey game here in for a great third and final period here at the UMH-68 Invitational. Best 2011 born skaters throughout the province. Mitchell gets a turnover for Team Blue, going deep into the end boards of black territory. Puck comes out off the boards. Skating up forward with it is Benjamin Tyson for Team Black. He'll cut towards the middle of the net, take a shot in and out of the glove off the tip of Tanner Oakes. Out into the neutral zone. That one's sent back in, but delayed offside, so allows Dykins to take a second. Gareth Dykins into the offensive zone for Team Blue, trying to protect the puck on his backhand, gets it out to the blue line. Barker rips a shot. That one misses the net just wide. Diceroth with a turnaround opportunity. Keeping that puck in is Dykins as he goes off for a line change. Back behind the net, Diceroth battling with two Team Black members as that one comes out to the blue line, held in. Centering feed to Diceroth, turnaround pass looking for Levesque Mera. Team Black desperately trying to get this puck down ice to get some momentum down the other way as this in the first couple minutes of the third period. And finally an exit out of the zone by Team Black as Hunger now gets it up, cutting towards the net, but great defensive play. Gillis with a shot tipped in front by Hunger, still whacking away at it between the legs, but covered up by Tanner Oak to keep this one away. 18 minutes to go here in the third period, and still a tie 4-4 hockey game in this gold medal game. Winner of this gets a trophy. But everyone walks away a winner anyways, having fun, learning some lessons, making some friends, and playing some great hockey. McCrimmon on the far side for Team Blue. He'll get pushed into the boards. Team Black now coming out with it. Besserer, he'll jump up from the point, get it down the ice to Gillis. Gillis at the end boards, pushes it behind the net. Hunger waiting for it on the far side. To the blue line, Binnab, he'll throw it on, but that one's blocked off a body in front. Hunger regaining possession, throws it backdoor to Allegredo, just out of his reach. Able to get a stick on it to Gillis in the slot, off the chest, and down to the side of the net. Allegredo takes it from behind the boards. He's getting slammed. Pressured on from behind into the end boards. 4-4 still to score here with 17 minutes to go. 3 minutes gone in this last period of the gold medal game. Stretch pass up to Schultz on the far hand side. Schultz working around the net.
Spin around pass, looking for a centering feed. That's off a stick in front as now Team Black trying to recover behind their own net. Besserer goes out far to Hunger. Hunger looks to lift that one up, unable to get it over the head of Mitchell as it stays in offensively for Team Blue. Hopkins at the blue line. He'll run into Allegretto as that one comes over the blue line. Getz goes to throw a big hit. Fires it far hand side towards Hunger. Goes a windmill move around Hopkins with a shot on towards the net. He gets taken down. Well trying to shoot. No clean shot. Binab pressures Dykins on the far hand side. Mitchell just couldn't quite keep up to that as Team Black backtracks in his own territory. 4 minutes gone here in this third period. Dykins looks for a centering feed. That's off a stick in front and then left into the neutral zone. Trying to step back up. Connor Steele comes up and pokes that out momentarily. Frank using his big frame defenseman for Team Black. Continues that puck up to Sharman. Sharman into the offensive zone. Has Getz beside him and gets a pass over to him. Not allowing any more momentum the other way as Team Black has to scramble back into their own zone. Both teams going for a line change, so Frank slows things down. Fires it cross seam onto the tape of Sharman. Beside him to Brockhouse with a floater into the glove of Tanner Oak. Covers it up for a whistle. This tournament is brought to you by Iron Ghost Construction, recognized as a top contractor in multiple industries such as oil and gas, forestry, and agriculture. As we have a face-off glove hand side of Oak. He'll ring that right corner to left corner. Levesque Mera trying to continue his momentum forward into the neutral zone. That one's stuck at the blue line. Coming out with it, Dice Roth trying to get it over to Kim, but pulls it between his own legs. Now off an offensive rush. Kim goes to slide it backdoor to Dice Roth. And now we got an arm up penalty coming up in this game. A hooking call goes up against Rat Ray of the Black team. So back on the power play goes Team Blue in this game, tied 4-4. Massive 2 minutes for each team in such a close game here in the gold medal game. So Kieran Rat Ray from North Vancouver sitting in the penalty box, 2 minutes for hooking. Puck off the face-off, taken forward by Team Black, trying to jump up on shorthanded unit. Aiden has it still stuck in his feet. Gillis takes over. Collision in the offensive zone as Team Black slows things down in the neutral zone. Storming up, though, is Kim. Has Levesque Mera on his right and does get it down to him low in the corner. Back to Kim. Kim goes down low to Dice Roth. Has a D-man creeping back door. Barker walking the blue line. Beside him to Kim. He's getting pressured by Aiden, so works back to the far hand side. On the far hand side with Rezitnik. Gets his pocket pick. Kim almost having that one go down the other way. Levesque Mera with the rebound opportunity in front, trying to jam away at James McRae, but holding his ground is the 5-2 frame of James McRae to keep that one out, keep this power play alive for Team Blue. Penalty kill still ongoing for another minute and 9 seconds for Team Black. Here in a tie game, 14 minutes to go. Kinley Sisson unable to hold the blue line as that one gets pushed out towards Sharman. Sharman a poke check off of his stick. Allegretto back down into the corner to Sharman. He'll work around some body contact by Patrick. And then Allegretto almost sneaking in to the middle of the net for a shorthanded opportunity. Team Blue coming up with it. McCrimmon will lead the charge right down the middle of the ice. Cut out wide, get around Frank with a shot. Misses the net out to this near side post. Steele to the blue line. Taking a shot on is Patrick, and catching that one is James McRae. It looked like it was going to go high over the net anyways, but catching that one out of midair for a face-off coming up. 13 and a half minutes to go here in this third period. 25 seconds left on the power play. Dykins driving over to Corkle with a shot. Beats past the glove of James McRae. Play set up off the face-off, and Kane Corkle has a power play goal to give his team the lead. It is now 5-4 Team Blue. So Kane Corkle on the power play gets a centering feed right off the face-off and beats it by the glove of James McRae. That glove has been active, making some great saves. Can only catch up for so long though. 5-4 is the score now here in this gold medal game. Still 13 minutes to go. Hopkins up his close side boards. Over towards Dykins. Mitchell with a shot from a sharp angle. And like I said, that glove has been active today for James McRae, and he gets another glove save for a face-off coming up to his blocker hand side now on the far side of the ice. So Kane Corkle gets the go-ahead goal on the power play. It is going to be Corkle's 6th goal of the tournament. Face-off, won back by Team Blue, but pushed out in the neutral zone by Tyson, allowing Connor Steele to slow things down in his own zone. Over to Frank. Frank back to Steele. Bobbing and weaving into the neutral zone. Crossing the blue line, snaps a shot. That's off a stick and then into the netting. Out of play. 5-4 is the score now here in favor of Team Blue with 13 minutes to go in this gold medal game, the final game of this great tournament that has been taking place throughout the weekend in Vernon. You heard from all the coaches that I've interviewed throughout this weekend saying how important this is and how great of a showcase this is for this caliber of talent for these players out onto the ice for all 4 teams that participated throughout this weekend. Puck finds itself deep behind the net of Oak in blue territory. Comes out to this near side corner. Rattray takes a shot on, blocked in front though. Now trying to come up ice with it is Dice Roth. Up to Kim. Kim going back door to Levesque. Mara with a tap in and wait for the signal. Still no signal here from the referee. And they're going to say no goal. Covered up by James McRae in net. It was a tip by Levesque Mara going for his hat-trick goal. But James McRae, desperation save to keep that one out and keep his team into this game. Still 5-4 for Team Blue. Face-off to the glove hand side of McRae. Face-off taken away by Team Blue. McCrimmon working into the half boards, trying to poke that one down low, but out the other way comes Aiden. Aiden over the red line. He'll cut into the offensive zone. Delayed offside though. Gillis, I don't think he heard quite that call of delayed offside as he touches up the puck. So neutral zone face-off coming up just outside of blue territory. 12 minutes to go here in this third period. They're actually going to take the puck all the way down the length of the ice to a face-off to the blocker hand side of McRae. Face-off, won back by Team Black. Trying to lift it up into the air. Gets a tip on, forcing Kinley Sisson to backtrack into her own territory. Makes moves, cutting down in the middle of the ice now. Goes out far, gets it off the skate of Schultz. Schultz throws the body, but couldn't get that puck away. Turnover now by Thompson at the far side half boards. Schultz throws a hit. McCrimmon gets it down to Thompson. Looking for someone to cut towards the front of the net. Right there is Schultz now backing his way into this crease. Thompson throws the body. Puck gets loose. Schultz able to keep it in momentarily before Algaretto gets it out for his Team Black. Slug it on the defense. Bobs his way through into the neutral zone. Coming back out the other way. McCrimmon throws a reverse hit on Sluggett as Team Black still able to remain in possession of this puck. Rattray gets a tip up by Getz, forcing Patrick into his own, deeper into his own zone. Up with the puck now. 10:55 to go. Puck deep behind the net of Oak in blue territory. Sharman comes away with it to the blue line. Snapping a shot through traffic and a kick save. Rebound to Allegretto with another kick save. And then both other forward members of Team Black were just too in tight in order to pot the rebound. As that one sent on in net by McRae. Taking out Allegretto, spin around, looking for Rattray. But onto the ice on this near hand boards is Lebrec, who will turn up, trying to get his way into the offensive zone. Lebrec getting a step on the blue defenseman, but staying out to the outside of the ice. Dykins able to get that one down. No icing, as Besserer is right there to pick it up on his forehand. Comes out, Dykins with an offensive zone interception, looking a backdoor pass to Corkle. Unable to find him. Up into the air, right, hammers it back down into this close side corner. But Black able to have a clean outbreak pass to at least get it over their own blue line. Tyson tied up, leaves it off for Brockhouse, sliding it forward. Binab unable to get it. Now out the other way, picking up a loose puck. Dykins on a breakaway, but sliding save with the arm of James McRae to keep his team in this one yet again. Lost his stick though, so needing his team to help him out, bail him out, and get it out of the zone. Mitchell driving in on net, takes a shot in the top corner. Team Blue has found the back of the net yet again, and it is now a 6-4 hockey game, thanks to a goal from Cole Mitchell. Cole Mitchell gets his third goal of this tournament, extending the lead here in this gold medal game, make it 6-4 in favor of Team Blue. Face-off coming at center ice with 9.5 minutes to go here in this game. Kim brings his way into the offensive zone. Dice-Roth with a stick lift to get that puck free in possession of Team Blue. Out to the blue line, Barker. He'll make a move, trying to keep the blue line. Aiden pressuring him. Dice-Roth in the corner, centering feed, looking for Kim. That one gets through to the far side boards. Kim pulls it off to his forehand. Now trying to make moves. He gets helicoptered down to the ice. Levesque Mera with another shot. Kick saved by McRae. Steele now comes away behind the back of his own net. That one will get lobbed up to the far side boards. Hunger trying to be the first one there around Rezitnik. He'll take it back deep into his own zone. Meets him in the blue line to keep it in for Team Black. Trying to turn up ice, try to shift momentum. Is this Team Black now down by 2 goals here with 8.5 minutes to go. Puck gets floated up in the air. Comes away with it at the red line, passes it out far to Hunger. He'll go for a one-touch pass. Just kind of rolls gingerly off his stick, so he's got to recover down to Allegretto at the end boards. One-touch pass by Getz, trying to sneak it into the post. Unable to do so. Slug it over to Hunger. Blocked in front by Dice-Roth. That one's cleared out into the red line. At the logo, slug it, pushes it forward. Rezitnik avoids a hit as Allegretto comes now back in for Team Black. Looking up forward for Getz. Loose puck. Push back out to the blue line. Rolls up a stick of slug it, but able to keep it in. Get it to the end boards. Back down low. Right corner to left corner. Onto the ice, McCrimmon for Team Blue gets a stretch pass up towards Kim. He'll jump cut around one hit. Thompson picks up the loose puck, has it on his forehand, takes a shot into the chest, and then covered up by McRae for a whistle. So we've got another face-off coming up, glove hand side of McRae, and now a 6-4 hockey game. In this gold medal game, 7.5 minutes to go here in period number 3. Face off, one back by Team Blue. Sisson able to hold the line, trying to get over and hold the line again, and does. Up with it is Schultz. Schultz trying to get it deep, unable to do so. Patrick steps up from the blue line, but runs into the body of Tyson, who's now off to the races for Team Black. Gets pressured from behind, but continues his momentum. Schultz without a stick, kicks it to the blue line. Slap shot on, misses the net wide to the blocker hand side. safely off to this close side boards. Tyson takes it behind the net. Far corner. Schultz still without a stick here. On ice for Team Blue. Wraparound looking for a tuck. Unable to find it. Schultz couldn't clear the blue line because, like I mentioned, doesn't have his twig in his hands. Shot from a sharp angle from Rattray. That gets over the net. Lebrec keeps it in. This is the offensive pressure that Team Black has been searching for. Tyson with a fan on the shot. Gets it out to Lebrec. He's at center point. Now works his way to the front of the net. Intercepted by Patrick and works it out. So a much needed alleviation of pressure there by Team Blue, but quickly back onto the attack into the offensive zone. Drop pass on to Tyson with a shot. Patrick with another block shot right to his shin pads. Slug it, keeps that one down deep. Brockhouse goes from behind the net into the corner, looking to avoid some pressure. He gets hit down to the ice, but back up. Team Blue centering feed out to Dykins. Now Dykins takes it through the neutral zone, dragging of the foot by Mitchell. Dykins onto the far hand side. That one gets poked away from him, but able to regain possession. The far side boards. Puck gets floated over close. Mitchell, turnaround shot to keep it in at the blue line, off the boards. Dykins takes it at the end to the blue line. Hopkins for Team Blue takes a slap shot. That one's a kick save. Off to the side of the net by McRae. Team Black desperately looking to get out of their own zone and go head back down ice, down by 2. Here in this gold medal game, they had some solid offensive pressure going on, looking to get back to that as Sharman nearly takes a full ice feed by Rattray. From now connecting on that combination, Gillis looking for a drop pass. Aiden takes it on the forehand, has a shooting lane, and gets it into the top corner over the glove. And just like that, Team Black is making it interesting. 5 minutes to go here in now a 6-5 hockey game in favor of Team Blue still, but it's a 1-goal game thanks to Austin Aiden. .456 to go here in this third period, and now a 6-5 hockey game. Austin Aiden with his second goal of this tournament to cut into the lead. Ensuing face-off, puck finds its way deep into Black territory, but now coming up ice, Tyson streaking down the far side boards. He'll run into his man as puck continues to the end boards. Diceroth ducks under a hit as Team Blue unable to exit their zone. Shot on by Besserer from the blue line. That's a kick save. Onto the tape of Kim in the neutral zone. Brockhouse trying to get around Barker, able to get to the end boards, looking for a centering feed, but that's off to the side of the net, which allows Barker to come up ice with it, entering the offensive zone. Slap shot on, and that one goes post to post, beating the glove of McRae for now a 7-5 Team Blue lead, thanks to Ryson Barker. So back to a 2-goal lead in favor of Team Blue as Ryson Barker jumps up on the rush and hammers a slap shot that goes post to post and in. Just over 4 minutes to go here in this third period. After that goal, face off and the puck taken in Blue territory, where Kinley Sisson will be on the back track to receive that one. Goes over to the far side corner, kept into the blue line by Steele, but turned over onto the tape of Schultz. Schultz looking for a stretch pass up to his teammates on this close hand side of the ice, but taken over by Frank. Frank going for a full ice seam pass, trying to get it. His teammate Sharming sneaking by. Now a scrum at the red line, right in front of the bench of Team Blue. Both teams still battling away for it. No whistle. Puck still moving all over the place. Bodies flying. It's now coming away with it is Thompson. McCrimmon sneaks in the puck in the offensive zone, but Frank on the back track gets it, returning to his defensive position. Connor Steele Spin move around Thompson. Now he'll cut up into the neutral zone. He's trying to continue his momentum forward. Poked off his stick, regains possession. Steal for Team Black, moving his way to the high slot, but poke check away by Patrick. That one gets chipped out into the neutral zone. Sharman this time, he'll look to make his way down the middle of the ice. Taken off now, 3-on-2 into the offensive zone for Team Blue. Got Dykins over to Mitchell. Mitchell with the shot over the helmet of McRae to add on to this lead further. Cole Mitchell gets his second of this game and now makes it an 8-5 hockey game. .245 to go here in this gold medal game, final game of the tournament, and an 8-5 hockey game here in favor of Team Blue with back-to-back goals to extend it out to a 3-goal lead. Puck taken by Team Black, turnover right at the red line, but Rattray able to help recover with his team. Backtracking into his own zone, Aiden up the boards to Hunger, poke check off by Dykins. Puck at the red line, bobbling back and forth in possessions in the neutral zone. That one's off a stick and then up, out of play, needing to get a new puck on this, but it will actually just, a fan's gonna pop it back over the glass, so 2:14 to go here in this third period. Neutral zone face-off coming up just outside blue territory on the close hand side of the ice. Face-off won back by Team Blue, trying to work it out into the neutral zone. Cole Mitchell will now turn up ice, go far side to Dykins. Gareth Dykins, drop pass behind his back to Mitchell. That one's off the glove and blocker, up into the air over top of the head of McRae. Back with it in the neutral zone. Team Black now slowing things down, getting a backhand feed. Now a drop pass, Lebrec starting in his own territory, crosses over his own blue line, passes it far hand side to Tyson. Tyson getting a step on Hopkins, backdoor feed, but on the offhand, couldn't sneak that one back through the net. 1:45 to go here as Team Blue takes it out of their own zone, with defenseman Hopkins leading the charge. He's got that one lost behind him. Dice-Roth picks up the loose puck. Centering feed through the crease as Hopkins was tied up. Theodore Kim picks it up. Off his stick onto the tape of Rattray. 90 seconds to go here in this gold medal game. Sharman out wide, drives it, protects the puck, centering to Allegredo. Couldn't handle that one. Gets there now. Takes a shot. Could have been a shot pass to the far side of the ice to Sharman, but he just gets overtaken by Kim. Coming up into the offensive zone in the slot. Kim with the shot, tipped in front by Barker, but tipped high and wide over the post. Puck goes behind the back of the net now as Team Black looks to get out of their own zone with 1 minute to go here in this game. Sharman on the far side half boards. He'll get it on the forehand pass, looking over. Staying on side is Thompson. 40 seconds to go here in an 8-5 hockey game in favor of Team Blue in the final game of this tournament, gold medal game. Trophy sitting there in the penalty box waiting for the winner of this matchup. McCrimmon pokes that away from Allegredo on the far hand side. Team Blue able to keep it in at the blue line. Driving towards the net, unable to go any further was Restanek. Thompson now with the shot, and he goes bar down, beating it over the glove of McRae. So with 15 seconds left, Thompson adds another one. Make it 9-5 now in favor of Team Blue. So Jason Thompson, he's got his first goal of this tournament. Waited for the last second to get a tally on as 15 seconds left. And Team Blue now leads 9-5. Face-off won back by Team Blue. Just send that one down towards the blue line of Team Black. Hunger looking for one last rush attempt, 2 seconds left. Couldn't chip it around his man, and this game is over. Team Blue, as the celebration starts on the ice. Gloves, helmets, and everything up into the air. Celebrating here is Team Blue winning gold and the trophy here with a 9-5 win over Team Black. And that wraps it up here for the UMH-68 Invitational Tournament, as Team Blue is the winner of this tournament. Final score in this game, 9-5. Let's go through the scores of this game as now the handshake line gets underway here after the gold medal game. So goals in this game scored first by Team Black by Benjamin Tyson, Ben Brockhouse, Owen Hunger, Beckham Getz, and Austin Aiden. All grabbing goals here, the 5 for Team Black. On the other side, 9 goals scored by Team Blue by Ryson Barker, Tristan Levesque-Mayer with 2. Grabbing another one was Kane Corkle. Jason Thompson gets his first of the tournament. Another goal being scored by Gareth Dykins. Hudson Dice-Roth finds the back of the net, and then Cole Mitchell with 2 of them. As that's the 9 in favor of Team Blue to get the win, to win this gold medal game, final game of the tournament by a score of 9-5. As now all the Team Blue tries to recover all of their equipment that they threw all over the place and line up at the blue line for awards to be handed out to wrap up this tournament. Zach Stewart on the call with you for this tournament, having a blast here with some great talent on the ice. 2011 born skaters from around the province. First up is the Games Grit and Grind Award, brought to you by Brown Social House, locally owned and operated. Brown Social House Village Green provides the perfect balance between neighborhood pub and upscale casual dining. Our guests experience a premium casual environment that makes them feel at home, and that's what the term social house is all about. It's that simple. Grit and Grind Award being handed to Cole Mitchell from Team Blue. 2 goals in this game. Third star. Now we're getting into the stars. So third star being awarded to Team Blue, Tristan Levesque-Mayer. So he's third star for Team Blue here. Now second star giving to Tyson Oak, goaltender for Team Blue, being handed second star in this game. First star going to Team Blue forward Gareth Dykins. He got a goal in this game, played hard throughout. Picture now taken with all 4 of them getting awards. 3 stars were brought to you by Nick Roten, real estate professional with Century 21 Executives, where the focus is on relationships over transactions. Take the first step and call Nick Roten, Century 21 Executives at 778-212-3273 or visit VernonandColdstreamHomefinder.com. Gareth Dykins now receives another award here, brought to you by Up My Hockey with Jason Podolane, the hockey podcast about reaching your potential. Visit upmyhockey.com for information on mindset training for hockey players. Grow your mindset, grow your game. Being awarded some scholarship funds here to help him with his hockey journey. So he's the recipient from Team Blue as this tournament wraps up. On the other side, Nathan Sluggett gets it for Team Black for his efforts throughout this tournament, help him with his hockey journey as well. That's brought to you by Up My Hockey with Jason Podelaine, the hockey podcast about reaching your potential.
The goaltender for our all-star team, Braden Allen. For defense, Jordan Flower. Also on defense, Ryson Barker. Your hair looks good for the photo, Ryson. On forward, Theodore Kim. Also on forward, Roman Cow. And on the other all-star team, Tristan Lemesmira.
All right. First of all, the coaches' awards are really important to the event. As I said last time, that's what Up My Hockey tries to encourage: is good character, good leadership, being a good teammate, the value of that. And so that was selected by our awesome coaches here that have been helping these kids out all weekend that were in the locker room. And so be proud of those awards, guys. I love it. Thank you to the coaches here for doing what you do. You really make a special time for the players. Thanks for coming out and doing the players here. That's awesome. But this doesn't happen unless everybody wants to come to Vernon, BC for a weekend in June when the sun's shining. So I really appreciate everyone coming from all over British Columbia to participate. And fans, I think this was a pretty awesome hockey game. Lots of skill on the ice, so it was really great to see these players do their thing. So thanks for coming and competing. Of course, it is about competing and it is about winning. And it's nice to congratulate the 2011 UMH Invitational champs here. Let's go with Team Blue. Come on up and get your award. All right, so thank you everybody for coming. We'll get to the Black 14 picture here too. I really appreciate everyone being here. Thank you so much.
As we're getting the final team pictures in here for both teams, Team Blue and Team Black, that wraps it up here from the UMH-68 Invitational in Vernon. Team Blue comes away the winners, but like I mentioned earlier in this broadcast, all of these guys come away, and girls, come away winners here on the ice. Had fun, played hard, and met some good friends. So great tournament here in Vernon. Thank you so much for putting this on. Zach Stewart on the call with you throughout the weekend. Thank you so much to Jason Podolane for all his efforts in making this tournament possible and letting all of us work and take part of this tournament as well. 2010 tournament coming up next weekend. And that pretty much does it here from the booth. Once again, this tournament sponsored by Iron Ghost Construction, Brown Social House, Nick Roughton Real Estate Professional, Nature's Fair Markets, and Up My Hockey with Jason Podolane. Great tournament here, and happy to be a part of it. Honored to. We'll catch you next time. Zach Stewart on the call throughout the weekend.